Today, we're diving into the history of one of the most infamous weapons of World War II, a machine gun with a chilling reputation that forever changed the face of modern combat. This is the story of the MG-42, a weapon so feared and effective that its legacy still echoes in military history. We'll uncover its design, the tactics it inspired, the experiences of those who operated it, and the profound psychological toll it exacted on its crews. The evolution of machine guns in modern warfare. World War I introduced the devastating potential of the machine gun. Entire battlefields were reshaped by weapons like the MG-08, which turned open fields into deadly no-man's lands. However, by the 1930s, these designs were outdated. Germany's MG-08, with its 88-pound bulk and cumbersome water-cooling system, was a relic of trench warfare, impractical for the mobility required by the rapid, mechanized tactics of blitzkrieg. To modernize, German engineers introduced the MG-13 in 1930. It was a lighter, air-cooled design that offered a glimpse of the future. However, it was far from perfect. Limited to a 25-round magazine, the MG-13 could only provide a few seconds of sustained fire before reloading. It was a step forward, but insufficient for the demands of a new era of warfare. The MG-34 followed in 1934, revolutionizing battlefield firepower. It was belt-fed, air-cooled, and capable of firing up to 1,000 rounds per minute. Its quick-change barrel system allowed gunners to replace overheated barrels swiftly, minimizing downtime. Yet, the MG-34 had its drawbacks. Its precision engineering required 150 man-hours to produce each unit, making mass production a logistical nightmare. The birth of the MG-42, engineering efficiency redefined. Faced with the need for a more practical weapon, German engineers set to work creating a machine gun that balanced firepower, reliability, and cost efficiency. The result was the MG-42, a design so revolutionary it would shape the future of automatic weapons for decades to come. By incorporating stamped metal parts into the manufacturing process, production time for the MG-42 was slashed to 75 man-hours. The weapon was robust, reliable, and easy to produce on an industrial scale. Yet its most notable feature was its incredible rate of fire, 1,200 rounds per minute. This made it the fastest firing machine gun of the war, earning it the nickname Hitler's Buzzsaw for the terrifying sound it produced. A weapon of terror. The MG-42's distinctive sound struck fear into the hearts of Allied soldiers. US propaganda sought to downplay its effectiveness, dismissing it as loud and inaccurate. However, the truth was far more grim. Veterans who faced the MG-42 recounted its ability to suppress entire platoons, its sound signaling an impending storm of bullets. For many soldiers, hearing the MG-42 meant the difference between advancing or being pinned down, and often between life and death. The MG-42 wasn't just a weapon, it was the backbone of the German infantry squad. A typical squad consisted of 10 men, with the machine gun team playing a central role. The gunner, or Schütze 1, carried the MG-42 and bore responsibility for its operation and maintenance. The assistant gunner ensured a steady supply of ammunition, performed barrel changes, and was trained to take over in case the gunner was incapacitated. A third member of the team carried additional ammunition, while the remaining riflemen provided cover and support. In defensive roles, the MG-42 excelled at creating deadly kill zones. Its rapid-fire capability made any approach by enemy forces a perilous endeavor. Conversely, in offensive operations, the MG-42 provided suppressive fire, allowing infantry to advance under its protective cover. Its versatility was unmatched. It could be mounted on bipods, tripods, or vehicles, and adapted for anti-aircraft roles. A particularly notable feature was its quick-change barrel system. Machine guns generate immense heat during sustained fire, leading to barrel deformation and reduced accuracy. The MG-42's design allowed its crew to swap out an overheated barrel in under 10 seconds, ensuring uninterrupted fire. This capability made the MG-42 not just effective, but relentless. Despite its strengths, serving as part of an MG-42 crew was one of the most dangerous assignments in the German army. The weapon's effectiveness made its operators prime targets for enemy snipers, artillery, and tanks. Its distinctive sound, while instilling fear in the enemy, often betrayed its position, forcing crews to relocate frequently. In static defenses where movement was limited, MG-42 crews suffered exceptionally high casualty rates. The psychological toll of operating the MG-42 was equally significant. Witnessing the devastation caused by their weapon weighed heavily on many gunners. The sheer volume of death it inflicted in mere moments was overwhelming. Some operators experienced severe emotional strain and breakdowns, haunted by the lives they had taken. Heinrich Seel, an MG-42 gunner at Omaha Beach during the D-Day invasion, reportedly fired over 13,000 rounds in a single engagement. His story illustrates not only the weapon's firepower, but also the unimaginable burden borne by its operators. Beyond the battlefield, a tool of oppression. The MG-42 wasn't limited to conventional battlefields. In occupied territories, it was frequently used to suppress resistance movements. Its fearsome firepower and efficiency made it an instrument of terror in punitive actions. One of the most chilling examples occurred in Yugoslavia, where thousands of civilians were executed in retaliatory massacres. These atrocities serve as stark reminders of the darker side of technological advancements in warfare. The MG-42's fearsome reputation extended even to its adversaries. Captured units became prized possessions, particularly among resistance fighters. Its reliability and firepower made it an invaluable asset for guerrilla tactics. The United States also recognized the MG-42's superiority and attempted to reverse engineer it, producing the T-24 prototype. However, the project ultimately failed to replicate the MG-42's firing rate and reliability. Despite this setback, individual soldiers often found creative ways to harness its capabilities. One remarkable tale involves Private First Class Leonard Linesi, who discovered an abandoned MG-42 in Belgium. Linesi bribed a German prisoner with cigarettes to teach him how to operate it. He then mailed the weapon home piece by piece. Decades later, the gun was donated to a museum, a testament to the MG-42's enduring legacy. The MG-42's influence on modern firearms. The MG-42's innovative design left an indelible mark on the development of modern firearms. Post-war machine guns, including the American M60, drew heavily from its features. Remarkably, the MG-42 itself lives on in the form of the MG-3, an updated version chambered for NATO standard ammunition. Its continued use by militaries worldwide is a testament to the brilliance of its design. The MG-42 was more than a weapon, it was a symbol of the industrialization of war. Its unmatched firepower and efficiency reshaped military tactics, making it a cornerstone of German infantry strategy. Yet, it also placed immense physical and psychological demands on its operators, many of whom bore the scars of their service long after the war ended. In popular culture, the MG-42 has become synonymous with mechanized destruction. Its terrifying reputation has been immortalized in films, documentaries, and video games, ensuring its place in the collective memory of warfare. For all its engineering brilliance, the MG-42 also serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of industrialized combat. Even today, the MG-42's influence is felt across militaries and in the design of modern automatic weapons. It remains a symbol of both human ingenuity and the harrowing realities of war. As we look back on its history, we are reminded of the dual-edged nature of technological progress, capable of extraordinary innovation and unparalleled destruction.